Nene, Foxy Mama 365. I'm back again with the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. This is part 1. I'm going to do 2 of them. Yeah, I'm going to knock everything out. Okay, let's get going. I'm excited about the virtual reunion because initially everybody was like, oh my gosh, what is it going to look like? What is it going to be? Would ladies be talking over each other? We'll be able to hear them clearly. And you know how it is. Everybody's always scared when it comes to this IT stuff. Some days are good, some days are bad. Okay? And my thoughts are pretty much every reunion should be a virtual reunion. I kind of feel that a lot of women are able to say their minds because they're in the safety of their homes and they know that nobody's going to get up and drag them, okay? Not that I think anybody will be dragging anybody anytime soon, no. However, you know, there are some things you say when you're like not in front of someone, to someone's face, that you probably be able to say if you're in the safety and comfort of your home. That's just me. The second thing I also think is this reunion for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they always bring it. It did not disappoint. A lot of us were skeptical, is it going to be good and all of that. But the ladies always bring it. Now, I want to compare this reunion with a lot of the other reunions and even the other shows that are going on right now. New Jersey wrapped up about a month ago. The reunion was, it was okay, but it just didn't bring it. Same thing with the... Right now, Beverly Hills is on. The Orange County was lackluster. I can't remember anything that happened except the fact that Vicky Gunderson is off the show pretty much, or she was a guest. So anyways, I always think the black ladies always bring it, whereas with the other ladies, it's always they always hide their real stuff that is going on. Take for instance Beverly Hills last year. They talked and talked about the dog gate situation. I mean, it was okay to talk about it for like 1-2 episodes, but to talk about it for like 6 weeks, it was like BS. Nothing to offer, and I was like really upset about that. Like, I was so mad. In fact, right now, I think I'm almost giving up on the New York story because I'm like, what is the storyline there? I can't just keep waiting for the ladies to just get drunk and then misbehave. That cannot be the storyline, you know. Whereas in Atlanta and Potomac, you rarely have the storyline being though the lady was drinking and then they were misbehaving. No, you know. So that's why I really believe that the Atlanta ladies, big props to them. They give us something, you know, to hold on to. It might not be the whole season long, you know, there might be boring episodes here and there, but the Atlanta ladies always bring it. And I think it's unfair that Bravo lets the ladies from, okay, let me give you a typical example. Beverly Hills last year talked about the dog gate throughout the year, and then of course Lisa Vanderpump leaving the show. However, Dorit was going through a financial situation with her husband that wasn't put on blast, but all the ladies knew. Erica's husband too had some serious financial relationship situation going on, and it wasn't put on blast. And I thought that was a little bit unfair, because if it was the other case, you know, the other ladies, the Atlanta ladies, it should be put on blast. Not just by the ladies, but it should have been brought up at some point. Case in point, Eva, okay? Case in point, Lady Eloise, okay? Alex, big kudos to you. Now let's dive right into the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 reunion part 1. The fashions. Now this is a negative with them being at home. You only get to see a little bit of the fashion, so you don't really know if they're wearing pants. You don't really know what. For all you care, they can actually wrap a towel around them and they'll be like, yes, I have something on, you know, and it's white. Anyways, my favorite fashion for the night, definitely Cynthia. I love the Greek goddess look, you know, and that's what you have to always consider. What is the top going to look like? The bottom, nobody cares. You're going to be sitting down most of the time. And of course, with makeup, Kenya looked amazing. Kenya, give it up to her. I also have to clap for Candy, because Candy got herself together. She did her makeup on her own, you know, and she was looking, all the ladies look good. Well, kind of. I didn't know what Eva wore. I couldn't understand what Porsha was wearing. And of course, Nene, I don't know what that was, okay? But I like Nene, you know I like Nene. Sundays. So, of course, ladies stem on in. Everybody's kind of excited, nervous. And the call time is pretty early. I think they're like 5:30, something like that. So they're up, getting ready. Marlo is reading her Bible. Nene's got some music out. Who knew? Moving on. After, we're looking at the ladies' egos. The devil versus Christ. Nene versus Nene. Cynthia Bailey versus 50 Cent or 53 Cent as the case may be. Kenya versus Ken. Candy versus KMZ and Salt Bay. And of course, Porsha, no, I don't think Porsha had an alter ego, but whatever. We're looking at them and they're figuring out who they are. Cynthia says she's always going to, well, she's probably going to stop at 50 Cent or 53 Cent, you know, and also we go back to whether Ken, who Ken really is, whether Nene likes Ken or not. And Nene says, yes, I do like Ken because Ken shuts the fuck up, okay? Mark and Kenya's relationship. You know, of course, they asked Nene if she really, really believes about the eggs. Kenya not using her eggs. You know, and of course, and that's one thing I like about Nene. She might be mean, but you know what? She stands in her shit. So Nene says, girl, that's what I heard, and I'm going to say exactly what I heard, and that's what everybody does as well. The ladies do it to me, so why can't I do it back to them? I like that about Nene. She stands in her shit, okay? Mark and Kenya. Kenya says that they're in virtual therapy. Okay, girl, whatever makes your bubble float. I don't believe it. Do you believe it? No. But anyway, I can understand Mark probably trying to be nice to Kenya just so he can have access to his daughter. Any other thing with regards to a relationship? No way. But anyway, Kenya says he's in New York feeding the sick and, you know, trying to take care of his restaurant. So good for them. I don't think that... Anyway, the good thing is Kenya finally has the receipt for her wedding certificate. So, but people were looking at it really close and it was stamped 2019. So, what is going on, Kenya? Anyways, Candy chimes in and says at the end of the day, the most important thing about their relationship is Brooklyn, and that was the best thing, and that it's not karma, and that pretty much it is the fact that the distance, and I'm like, Candy, this is why we are upset at you. We're upset at you because you're always chiming in and trying to ride and die for Kenya, and it's so unnecessary. Kenya for years dogged everybody's relationship. People that she dogged Christopher. We saw it, we heard it, and it was unnecessary. Yes, she brought Walter. Walter did not stand by her, so it was a fake relationship. However, she went in on Porsha for no reason. She went in on Apollo and Phaedra. So stop trying to pretend like, oh, it wasn't karma. It is karma, and it's a bitch, okay? So now Kenya is also trying to backpedal and say Mark wasn't cheating, that pretty much it was just like a text. The lady was sending him a text to keep the sex going. But and I'm like, Kenya girl, are you for real? You literally told Cynthia and Candy that you caught him cheating and he was having, you know, not you didn't see him in a bed or something, but you did, you know, figure that since he did not say no, if he was back in New York, something would probably be going down. So stop it with trying to walk it back. Maybe you guys are in a better situation now, so you're not happy about having, you know, told us that. But without a doubt, Mark was definitely cheating on you. So keep it pushing, accept it. Besides of which, this week you also said, oh, Mark might probably be sleeping around with some women in New York, but definitely not with the help. So which is it? Is he sleeping around or he's not? Are you guys in canceling or you are not? Kenya, keep it real. I don't like that. Be a real bitch. You know, it happens. It has nothing to do with you. You might be the most beautiful woman. You might be, it doesn't matter. A man will always be a man, and sometimes it just happens, okay? And like like Porsha says, accept your past. And of course, I really think that Kenya missed a great opportunity to say to the ladies, I am sorry for all the stuff I said. I'm not going to go back and rehash every little thing, but I get it now. I am married. I understand why marriage, why your marriages were such, sacrilegious, and I shouldn't have touched that. I wish Kenya had taken that opportunity and just said, Porsha, I'm sorry, every other person, and that would really have, I would have looked at Kenya differently if she had just owned it and said, hey, it was my past. I'm now inside a relationship, a real marriage, and I get it. Moving on. We go back into the Buffalo situation. The ladies are saying, and I'm like, you hadn't had the baby when Nene said the comment about the buffalo and you not using your eggs. So, would you really say she was calling Brooklyn the buffalo? I don't know. However, kids are always going to be off limits. So, and of course at this point, Eva jumps in. Yeah, grandma and Eva, yeah, like Nene said, truly, you are trying, you're reaching for that peach. And that peach is looking like it is, escaping your reach. So go ask Peter for his peach. Maybe Peter might give you, Patricia might give you his peach, okay? However, Eva hasn't brought anything, in the 2 years she's been here. I would have preferred she married, quite frankly. At least it would have been fun, at least, I don't know. But Eva just didn't bring anything. And now at the reunion, she's trying to pipe up at every instance. She's trying to chime in. So, of course, Nene is like, girl, bye. I don't care about you being top model. That was the last time pretty much you were at the you were giving head to be on top, okay? Ooh, licking bottoms to stay on top. Drag, girl, drag. Of course, one of my best reads for the night was also Kenya saying, girl, I don't know if I'm watching this scene from White Chicks or what the hell is... Kenya, you ain't shit. Porsha, you also ain't shit for telling Eva that her breasts were social distancing. However, they were. Okay? And I'm not saying this because women that have natural breasts should feel any... No. It's just that Eva missed the class that Madam... What's her name? Gave on bras. That's pretty much all it is. You have bras for different occasions. You have bras to lift you up. You have bras to push them in. You have bras for different things, different purposes. So, and it doesn't hurt to walk into a store and get your, titties properly measured and make sure you're wearing the right bra. Eva just needed a bra that, or some tapes. But Eva, you're a model. So I shouldn't be telling you this. Come on, girl. Get your boobs together, okay? Kids are also off limits, okay? Moving on. So, of course, Eva is talking about Nene's house and all of that, and it's unnecessary. And, of course, everybody talked about her finances last year, so why wouldn't she talk about it? And, of course, Eva and Porsha start going back and forth. Porsha, you're my girl. However, you went in too hard on Eva. It was unnecessary. I will never forgive you for just speaking on my kid. It was a little too much. Never say you would never forgive someone, because that just, it's not that deep. However, Eva, be a real bitch and accept your situation, because one minute you're saying, oh, you didn't talk about the child. The next minute you're saying, yes, you were reading the child, or you were reading Porsha. So which is it? Did you talk about the child or not? And everything is on tape. So it's on tape that you're calling the child Dennis with a bow. And if I'm trying to say, oh, but Nene called your child Dennis. Now, everything is all about the intent. It's one thing to say, I apologize. It's also another thing to say, I apologize. I said the same words, but guess what? It's how it's said. Eva, when you said the PJ looked like Dennis with a bow, you meant it as a read, and you were already reading her about the blogs and giving her all those blogs so she can mind those blogs. So saying that, oh, you did not mention her child, that's a lie, because you did mention her daughter. So I wish you had just said, hey Porsha, I get it and I am sorry, I was upset at the fact that you had told Kenya about my not bringing my child. But guess what? That was my, you know, those are my kids, and I can decide to bring them or not bring them. It didn't matter. So, and Porsha wouldn't have taken it, you know, in such a way, in that manner. So I just think, Eva, you're in shit. And that's why a lot of times we're upset at Eva. Eva says a lot of shit and never owns up to it. That's just my thoughts. Same way with the nappy hair comment, you know, or the light skin comments and all of that. It's like so unnecessary, you know. And then she goes, oh yeah, I'm not ready for all this nap. Like, who cares, you know, like, we're beautiful. Ugh, anyways, nappy headed girls are beautiful, okay? Eva, get it right. Eva said she did her hair for the reunion, and I'm like, girl, what hair? Moving right along. Tanya Marlowe, come right in. Oh, at this point, oh yeah, that's true. Well, with all that was going on at the point, Nene shuts her laptop down and she's like, she's done, okay? How about that? Boom. And they're like, Nene, come back. They're talking about Nene claims that the engagement was fake. Cynthia is trying to put in her 1 cent. Oh, but she's actually meant to be 53 cents. But she had just 1 cent. She said, oh, Nene said her engagement was fake. And Nene's like, no, she never said that the engagement. And I don't remember Nene. Sometimes the blogs say things, but I don't remember Nene saying that it was for a storyline. I don't remember that. But she did say that Nene did send her a tray of cheese and all of that on the day of the engagement. So I don't know. The door is closed any which ways. So Nene shuts down her computer and she's out of here, okay? She goes to pee and plug. KMZ, the bone collector for the season. Candy was really messy this year. Yeah. Candy pretty much didn't have much of a storyline, which I thought was a little, oh, okay, cool. Maybe she should just bring back Don Juan and Carmen. I don't know. Bring them back. They might help. Or Mama Joyce. Anyways, she keeps on taking the tea back. She takes the tea about baby Dennis with the bow. The tea about giving them the blogs. She takes the tea about, you know, she's really pretty much the wig. And she's just pretty much spilling all the tea. And Candy, it's unnecessary for you to be the bone collector. And if you are going to be the bone collector, like we say, then you have to carry every bone to everyone. That's all we're going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Nene's apology tour. Yes, Nene, you were on an apology tour because from season 11, your attitude was a mess at that reunion and nobody liked it. And fair enough, your husband was going through, you know, the cancer situation. We get it. However, accept that, yes, you were wrong and go on your tour, okay? But of course, ladies are saying, oh, Kenya is saying actually, that she doesn't believe that Nene's apology is, you know, indeed true. Porsha is saying, why don't you believe it? Of course, we go into the situation where we had the Wendy situation and Nene being called that girl over there. For years, Nene and Wendy, I don't think it's a strategic situation. I think Nene and Wendy really are just girlfriends, and some days are good and some days are bad, and when they have their fallouts, they fall out. Because for years Nene didn't go on the Wendy show. For at least like maybe 5-7 years she didn't go on the Wendy show. Of course, they get back into Porsha and Nene's apology as well, and the ladies are being shown again that of course this is Candy and Kenya hoping that, trying to understand why Porsha was so quick to accept Nene's apology and that the apology was fake. And of course, ladies are wondering, Nene, why is everything always against me? I'm tired. I'm done with this. Porsha explains that pretty much the reason is, you know, being without Nene, life has been so hard without you. The reason she feels that way is pretty much that if Nene was in her life when she was going through that hard time with Dennis, Nene would have been a support system for her. And I totally agree. I totally get that too. And I don't understand why Candy and Kenya are so pressed. Just my thoughts. Okay. My In my opinion, it was an apology. At least you got an apology out of Nene, because normally you probably won't get an apology. So Kenya, where the hell are your receipts? Receipts, okay? Where the hell are those receipts? Kenya says, oh, that the receipts are from some years ago. Nene says, oh, and oh, you can tell obviously Kenya doesn't have any receipts on. If she has anything solid, she probably would have produced it. But she goes like something that happened with Porsha 5 years ago, making moves, and Nene saying, what are we going to do about it? And Porsha's like, really? Anyways, I have my own receipts, okay? Porsha's got her receipts. Andy, I have my own receipts, okay? And Cynthia is about you being dogged out by your best friend, Kenya. Yeah, while you guys were still good friends. And she's saying she's going to go in on you and pretty much take you out. The bitch. Cynthia's like, what? Are you serious? Is this like when me and Kenya were really cool? Yes. She ain't your friend, okay? She ain't your friend. Keep your eye on her. So Andy, I'm going to be sending it to you. I'm not going to dog Kenya in, out. But you know what? Just keep them private. I'll send it to you and Cynthia. Okay, Porsha. Okay. We'll be waiting. Anyway, guys. I really enjoyed this reunion. It really brought it, like I said. It really did. I'm happy about it. Anyways, I'm going to be doing the very next episode. Yeah, the part 2. So, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.